Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. In the last episode, we confronted Kanashiro's shadow and his giant piggy bank mech, and fought him and eventually defeated him. Took a couple of attempts to get it done, but got it done. And as he was conceding defeat, he informed us that there is someone out there who is using palaces to their advantage, causing all sorts of trouble, and committing crimes and everything else. We're kind of aware that that's what's happening. I mean, we've been paying attention. So, yeah, that's confirmation that this, in fact, is occurring. And then we escaped. Had a little meeting after successfully clearing the palace. Had a brief. The treasure turned out to be a briefcase full of fake money, although the briefcase itself is probably rather valuable, so we're gonna sell that for some cash. And yeah, it's evening, and we need to just find something to do, and then move on. We have 12 days to kill before the next major story event, so you have things to do, might as well get to it. Now, for the night, I've decided what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to our work desk and make some lockpicks because we ran out.
Yeah.
Alright, we got an extra one, so we got 6 total lockpicks.
Yeah.
Probably do that one more time just to get a good pile of them. Ready for the next palace. Extra proficiency points, even though we did just rank up our proficiency.
That Kanashiro truly was an evil stain on society. Same with Kamoshida and Madarame too. They hurt and exploited others just to satisfy their desires. Still, there were people around them who noticed their terrible deeds, weren't there? I wonder why they turned a blind eye. Why doesn't anyone help?
There are numerous reasons. Either they're directly profiting from it, so they turn a blind eye because they don't want to, disrupt their own gravy train. There is also the just SEP, somebody else's problem. I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to stick my neck out and potentially make waves, rock the boat, anything like that. So just, you know what, put my head down and go about my day because I just don't want to cause myself a headache. I'll go with this one. They probably want to. Well, some people probably want to, but they think either they can't really help, so why bother,
But they don't have the courage? Humans are so weak. Humans. Hey, do you think I'll really be able to become a human when I touch the treasure? Some memories came back. I tried to force myself to forget, but I really may not be human.
I'll say just be confident.
Who do you think you're talking to? Now that I think about it, I gotta be human. I am the core of the Phantom Thieves, after all.
Alright, my bond with Morgana is growing deeper. Rank 5, Pickpocket. Chance to obtain an item when Joker performs a melee attack. Ooh, nice.
All right.
Come on, it's not good for you to stay up this late. Let's go to sleep.
Are we heading to the Velvet Room again?
master wishes to speak with you. Heed his words.
You've defeated the repulsive fiend of gluttony this time. Well done. I am glad to see you have devoted yourself to your rehabilitation.
You are not worthy of such kind words, inmate.
Oops.
Do you recall the whispers about that strange man?
Yes. The other metaverse user?
Even a chicken could remember something that important. Don't sound so cocky about it.
That you in no way, shape, or form know nothing about?
This is about the cases of those people who shut down, is it not?
Indeed. I speak of another with powers similar to yours. If you are to complete your rehabilitation, you may encounter him eventually. Yet another thing for me to look forward to. It would be greatly troubling if you were to not strengthen your abilities. I shall grant you an ability befitting of your newfound growth. Consider it a gift.
Alright, my bond with Igor is going deeper. Alright, rank up. Arcana, Fool, rank 6, high Arcana Burst. Increase the HP bonus granted by Arcana Burst. And that's just across the board, I believe.
It's time, inmate. Return to your world.
I've also got to work on my confidant with the twins. Because they give some pretty nice bonuses as well. It's just, can be rather expensive, all that summoning and fusing of personas to get through that.
Hello? It's me, Makoto. Were you sleeping?
Not now. No, it's fine.
Thank goodness. There's something I feel I should let you know. Kanashiro contacted me.
Oh?
Kanashiro?
He said he's calling off our debt. It seems he's disposed of all the photographs as well.
Ah, good to know.
And, my sister and her team have taken him into custody.
That makes sense.
What?
It appears they did not want him to disappear, if you know what I mean.
Yes, he was part of an organized crime organization. So it would make sense that he knows things that other people definitely don't want getting out. So, you know, if it looks like he's gonna, you know, turn state's evidence, they may decide to deal with him.
His group was called a mafia after all. I wouldn't put silencing him past them.
Exactly.
Does this mean we were successful in changing his heart? It's hard to say for sure yet. I see. What about those psychotic breakdowns that Kanashiro mentioned? I'm not sure, but I assume he was talking about the incidents that have been all over the news lately. It really may be related to the other person who has been entering palaces. True. That said, all we can do now is wait until Kanashiro's change of heart becomes clear to us. Thank you.
Alright, hey, there's this article making the rounds online, a rumor-loving student again. It's called Confessions of a Boy, Confessions of Boy M, a tell-all on the Kamoshida abuse scandal. Yes, that's the article that Oya wrote. It's gotta be Mishima, right? I read it. It all sounds so horrible. It's no wonder they consider the Phantom Thieves heroes. Kinda hard to bag on the Phantom Thieves after reading that. You're right. In fact, you might call them superheroes. A journalist's articles sure are making a big splash. It might be a perfect way to get the Phantom Thieves' name out there. We should take advantage of this. Yes, 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 yes. In fact, actually, that's going to be a priority because I had initially mentioned that it really wasn't that important. The problem is that her confidant events give charm points, which I really, really need. So, I'm probably going to be working on that. Alright, I want the Phantom Thieves to be famous for more than just my own selfish reasons. The bigger our name is, the more our targets will hear talk of us. Remember that reporter? If we give her the right intel, her articles could make a real difference for us in the metaverse.
Okay.
Let's go back to that bar in Shinjuku and get her to write more stuff about us. Yeah, we'll get to it.
Good morning.
Oh. Sumi. Good morning, Arashi-senpai. It's nice that the rain stopped. It would be nicer if the sky would clear, though. We need to do events with her as well. I also want to focus on getting Ryuji ranked up because there's an ability that he gets soonish that's important. I think you may know this already, okay? But I've been ordered by Principal Kobayakawa to look for the culprits. Yes. Is he onto us? We seem to be fine for now, but we can't let our guard down. I ask that you try not to stand out for a while. By the way, I usually spend my time in the council student council room. If there's ever an emergency, feel free to come find me there. We have 3 more IMs. You got plans today from Ryuji. I can't just sit around and do nothing. I'm in the hallway. Yep. We'll decide later. An is asking if I have plans for the day. Wandering around Shibuya. Yep. She's available today as well. And Yusuke. Not Yosuke. Yusuke. Wrong game. Simply waiting isn't very fun. People watching. Okay. We'll decide later. Okay. Got a lot to do. Alright. Yeah, we can rank up Ryuji. Makoto can get... Makoto can be unlocked? Yusuke and An. On Takemi, we're waiting for charm points. Talking to Makoto might not be a bad idea. But one of the things I want to do right now is talk to Yusuke.
By the way,
I want you to duplicate some stuff. I'd like you to make me another Ricarm, please.
very well. Well then.
I don't think there's anything else that really is that important to do at the moment. So, we're going to go ahead and head toward the... Oh, actually, there is one thing I want to do. We can turn in our DVD. 777s. Breaking at 777s also does give charm. So that is also something I might need to do. If there really isn't like other major options.
What would you like?
All right. I guess ICU, kindness. Go ahead and rent it. Let's check out the bookstore.
Please take your time.
Do you have anything new? No, you don't. All right. Does the library at school have anything new?
What would you like? Oh,
Or not?
what would you like?
Because we are still reading a book, apparently. All right. Alright, well, let's have a chat with Makoto and let's see if her confidant will open up. I think it's a little early for that, but I might be wrong. And all we can do now is wait until Kanashiro's change of heart becomes clear to us. You need something on the 3rd floor. Have you come for our study library, perhaps? I came to see you.
Do you have a minute?
It seems your studies have paid off. Have you been working hard? I have enough knowledge to invite Makoto out. This may be a good opportunity to deepen my bond with her. Indeed. Something I want to ask you, if it doesn't get in the way of your studies, that is. Yep, I can lend an ear.
Thank you very much.
Alright, the courtyard should do.
I'd like to talk to you about something. Do you have a moment?
I'm the one who invited you.
Up until now, I've been the quintessential honor student. I believe I've been handling my position as student council president with ease as well. And I don't mean that in a boasting way, that's simply how I've thought about it. But in the end, I was unable to make any kind of impact with either Suzui-san or Kanashiro. Turns out there's no use for a rule-abiding honor student when things get rough. Now that I'm a member of this team, I want to do everything I can to help you all. All my studying up to this point has kept me quite narrow-minded. I think I will need to broaden my horizons somewhat.
Alright, well, what do you plan on doing?
My first step will be to learn more about the other students. But I struggle with that. There seems to be a disparity between my tastes and those of my peers.
I'll say, yeah, you're totally right.
I knew it. I don't even know where people like to go for fun. It would be nice to have a grasp of such concepts. Plus, the student council must be responsible for understanding the student body they serve, right? I don't mean that in a surveillance way, I just want to know them as people. I may be a phantom thief, but that's no excuse for me to start ignoring my presidential duties. Now, back to the topic at hand. Where do people usually go for fun?
All of these, but I think we'll say the arcade.
I often hear people talking about going to the arcade. To be perfectly honest, I've never been to one myself.
Because that's actually the choice that advances the conversation.
Do you think you could take me? I'm not sure if it'll broaden my horizons per se, but simply studying won't get me anywhere.
Alright, well, let's go.
Thank goodness. I think I would have been totally lost in there had I gone by myself. Well, let's get going. So this is where everyone comes to enjoy themselves. There are more girls here than I expected. Hey, over there! You play by aiming the gun at the screen, right? That actually seems somewhat realistic.
Alright, well, wanna try it?
If it's okay with you, do you think you could teach me? I did it! No way!
Makoto's loud play is garnering quite a bit of attention. He seems to be too engrossed in the game to even notice, though.
Oh, so this is how it is.
Well, what'd you think?
Of course, that was just a game, but I wonder if I could apply some of the techniques I learned here during battle.
It could work.
Perhaps going somewhere I don't normally frequent is what helped me come up with that idea. You know, it may only be a little bit, but I think I'm starting to understand how people pass time. Interesting. I would have never even thought about coming here before.
Alright. You still have much to learn.
could help me out again later? I might be able to give the team more ideas if I can gain increased knowledge outside of my studies.
I look forward to it.
I need to live up to your expectations now that I've taken up your time. Perhaps it won't be immediately, but I'm sure I can be of use.
Alright, I can sense a strong resolve from Makoto. And flash forward.
There must have been people who obstructed your actions as the Phantom Thieves. You managed to overcome them because you had someone who specialized in analyzing enemies. Isn't that right?
Yes. Makoto is the analyst, but we're not actually telling Sai
I am thou.
that Makoto is a member of the
Thou
team.
art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the priestess persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
The only thing that Sai knows, as far as Makoto's involvement, is that she is the one who instigated our interactions with Kanashiro. That's it. We haven't told her that, well, she joined the team. Alright, Shadow Calculus allows you to see skills and potential item drops from the analysis screen.
All right.
Nice.
By the way, you went to the red light district when you were chasing after Kanashiro, right?
Yes.
I'd like to go there as well. No, not for my own purposes. To tell you the truth, I recently got a report that one of our students was spotted there. I'm skeptical, but I'd like to confirm firsthand for myself. Well, it's getting late. Let's go home. Thank you.
Alright, thanks for setting aside some time for me today. No problem. It's always hard for me to come to places like this on my own, so you've been a big help. I've had all kinds of new experiences today, and it's even been a little fun. Alright, so let's go again sometime.
Yes.
Good idea. After all, there's clearly plenty more I can learn there. Before that, we should go to the red light district like we discussed. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to keep you. Careful on your way home. I'll call you later.
All right then.
See ya.
Ah, you're back.
And is this Makoto calling?
Inmate.
Nope, it's Justine. I trust you haven't forgotten about your special assignment. We'll be waiting in front of our door. We expect you to accept this task with enthusiasm. Oh yeah, the twins' assignments. That's another thing we need to be doing. You know, I've been curious. Yeah, Ryuji? What's Kosei like? Is it filled with guys like Yusuke? I imagine there are a lot of different people there. Not to mention it, I have one very interesting classmate. She is a female shogi player and seemingly quite the skilled one at that. Are you talking about Hifumi Togo? I remember hearing she's a student at Kosei. They say she's the most beautiful shogi player around right now. Dude, that sounds too good to be true. Give me some more info. Down boy. I don't know much about her. She is not the kind of person to let others close to her. It sounds like she only focuses on her shogi pursuits. After all, it said she is a lone genius. However, I have heard she is commonly seen at the church over in Kanda. For real? We gotta go. You'll probably get struck down by a bolt of lightning if you're going there for that ulterior motive. That ain't it. This is for the Phantom Thieves. Of course it is, Ryuji. I mean, shogi's kinda a battle, right? Just gotta know all sorts of insane strategies and stuff. That is quite the stretch. Churches are supposed to be holy. Don't do this, Ryuji. You guys are gonna pay for this one day. Gunny, you go spy on her for me. Find out if she's really as cute as they say she is.
Let's ignore that idiot. Anyway, a shogi expert, huh?
So it seems.
Striking an enemy with but a moment's inspiration? Skillfully strategizing toward victory? Those might actually be good tactics to know for our work as the Phantom Thieves.
So Ryuji might actually be right?
You said she's at the church in Kondo, right? We should check it out when you have the time.
Yeah, that's another thing that's another thing to do. And that one actually is also somewhat important because it gives you a lot of abilities. And so Jiro is available but won't rank up. We can't do EY yet. We could go to Kanda and talk to Hifumi. Mishima will rank up. Probably need to do that. We can unlock Oya. We can talk to the fortune teller. Oh boy. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Central Street. Oh, actually. First, we need to check and see if there is a crossword puzzle. There is not. And what's on the TV? It's great seeing all these female shogi players nowadays. Do any in particular stand out to you? Oh yes, I have to say Hifumi Togo. She does a very good job of balancing offense and defense, not to mention she's very pretty. Yes, I've heard she started doing some modeling work recently. Alright then. Strike the plan. Still think it's a while before it needs anything. But just want to keep an eye on it. Alright, now we head to Central Street, and now we hang out with twins. Just knock this out of the way. Justine.
What are you gonna do today?
Alright, time to name the location, Justine. You do the honors.
No.
Listen closely. The place we wish to evaluate for your rehabilitation is one that many young people are said to visit. Here, one has the opportunity to view the fantasies of humans. We hear there are a variety of fantasies available for perusal there, and all outside of a palace. How strange. Yes, these fantasies, they are cognitions of others given form. They will undoubtedly support your efforts. Does such a location sound familiar to you? Well, if you know where it is, then escort us there immediately. It could be the movie theater over in Shibuya.
What will you do?
Alright, so you mean the movie theater?
Oh.
The what? The moving theater? Is this place cursed to wander the land or something?
Guide me, inmate.
We shall confirm our intel for ourselves. Lead the way.
Not bad for an inmate.
That was rather enjoyable, inmate. We won't underestimate the human imagination again. You may claim to have enjoyed yourself, but your screams told quite a different story to anyone who could hear. It's no wonder how everyone mistakes us for elementary school students.
Shut up!
It was only because of that thing jumping out of my face. And you were just as scared, Justine. It certainly was startling. The eyes and nose seemed to stretch right out at me. It all began the moment I donned those black glasses. Ah, so they were watching a 3D film. What exactly were those that we were? 3D glasses. Oh, so there's some sort of trick to the glasses? But your own glasses are just normal ones, right? While your own attention wasn't wandering while we were caught up in the movie, was it? Why is it that humans even create such large and elaborate fabrications in the first place, though? Isn't the imagining of these things satisfying enough? Even dreaming seems like a superior pastime. Why do humans go so far as to spend their money just to witness fictional events? For the fun of it. What a naive notion. Humans are such simple-minded creatures. We can be. Perhaps humans immerse themselves in imaginary worlds as a mean of escaping reality. Yep, that happens too. Escape, you say? That sounds rather human as well.
Don't tell me.
You wouldn't happen to be plotting an escape of your own, would you, inmate? No matter how much you might rail against it, you shall remain our inmate. Even the very thought of such a foolish endeavor is pointless for you. Or could that line of thinking be yet another avenue of escaping reality? What a pathetic fantasy. I'll bet you were thinking of blasting away the cell door, weren't you? Don't even consider such crassness, Caroline. If you were to attempt such a blatant jailbreak, either our master or ourselves would notice immediately. Oh, and how would you do it, Justine? I would use a spoon to dig a hole through the wall and conceal it with a poster of some distractive image. Blowing open the cell door seems more impactful. They used that plan in one of the movie previews, correct? They wielded a bazooka and went about blowing everything up. Any recaptured escapee is executed on the spot. Freedom or death are the only options for an inmate on the lam. Suspense and excitement are necessary elements of any escape. Did you learn nothing from the movie, Caroline, or were you simply enjoying yourself?
What?
Shut up. The inmate will settle this for us. Tell us. How'd you try and escape? Would you blast the door or use a spoon? Blast that sucker open. Did you hear that, Justine? It's all about making the greatest impact. Very well. At any rate, he can't escape us, regardless of what he does. There's no harm in allowing yourself to fantasize a little bit every now and then. Indeed, today we learned more about the power of human imagination. No wonder such vile palaces plague humanity.
Don't fall behind.
You're hereby free to fantasize, but keep it in check, inmate. Your job is to focus on your rehabilitation. That being said, here's your reward. We got a fry card, a side card, and that's it.
Now, let us return.
I believe that will be all for today. It's time to return. Alright, escorted the twins back to the Velvet Room. Miss Kawakami. I thought I was going to be late. Customers were bickering in the convenience store this morning. A young woman wearing all brand clothing and an older man with gold accessories were arguing. Both were on their high horse, and even though they dressed fancily, it felt nouveau riche. Speaking of, the Japanese word for high horse and nouveau riche both originated as shogi terms. More shogi references. I wonder if the game is trying to tell me something. A lot of people aren't familiar with shogi, but it's good to know a little bit about it. It's basically a Japanese chess derivative. So, Arashi-kun, have you seen this piece before? I'm not that familiar with shogi. What do you think it says on the back of this piece? Though I do kind of know the responses to this. It says gold on the back.
This is it.
Exactly.
That's right. The lance and the silver general also have the kanji for gold on the back. By the way, it said that the to on the back of the pawn piece is a cursive form of gold. In shogi, you can choose to promote your pieces under certain conditions, as you can in chess. If a knight crosses an enemy territory, for instance, they can promote becoming as mobile as a gold general. A weak piece, like a pawn, can become gold if you get into the enemy's camp, hence nouveau riche. Oh, okay.
Nice going.
There's our knowledge point. By the way, nouveau riche like to wear expensive clothes because of a desire to be acknowledged. Once humans fulfill the basic needs of clothing, food, and shelter, our next desire is recognition. That's why people try to make themselves seem bigger by flaunting their power through money. Making yourself seem bigger reminds me of a frilled lizard. Alright. we have a couple of IMs. Greetings, Senpai. I was just thinking of inviting you out. Do you have time right now? Maybe we could meet up in Kichijoji. I don't want to cancel. My body needs sweets from Anne. Man, I really want to eat something sweet right about now. I feel bad doing it alone. My heart is conflicted. How about it? Want to be my accomplice? Reach from the mood for some sugar? You come right now? We will decide later. We absolutely must hang out with Yoshizawa. Because our opportunities with her are limited, and we need to get her to max rank before the certain date. So that's what we're gonna do. But we're at the end of the episode, so we'll go ahead and stop there, and we'll do that next episode. So for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.